My name is Justin Osborne, and I have a very important message in keeping people safe. What is your biggest fear in life? Is it clowns? Maybe you're scared of the dark. A lot of parents' biggest fear is keeping their children safe, whether it be them being ill or falling, getting injured, or contracting a communicable disease. Disease is a very scary thought for many parents. I work as an EMT, so I very often see parents worrying about their kids being ill, often seeing ill children or ill adults. Today, I would like to give you some facts about communicable disease, the history of communicable disease, the benefits of getting your children vaccinated, and the dangers what will happen if we do not get our children vaccinated. First off, let's start about the history of communicable disease. The most notorious was the Black Plague. According to History.com, between 1346 and 1353, the Black Plague took place, killing anywhere from 75 to 200 million people. This is about 1/3 of the world's population at that time. Obviously, that's an extremely high number. Killing 1/3 of the world's population, something like that today would kill massive people. More recently, though, we all are old enough to remember the H1N1 outbreak. That happened in 2009. We may not remember this many deaths in the United States, but worldwide, 203,000 people were killed. That's also an extremely high number for this day and age. A lot of the times, a lot of the deaths are coming from countries that are poverty-stricken and do not have the ability to vaccinate like we do. That's why, another reason why it's so important for us to get vaccinations. About 70% of all deaths every year are related to various diseases. It's a very high number. A lot of people think of cardiac arrest and car accidents killing a lot of people, but worldwide, 70% of all deaths come from communicable diseases or diseases of some type. This all comes from History.com. Next, I would like to talk to you about the benefits. What do you guys do to keep children safe in your life? Maybe whether it's your kids, a niece, nephew, brother, sister, whatever it is. You probably go through a lot of extents to keep your children safe. You buckle them in a seat, you put them in a car seat, you watch over them while they eat, when they go outside and play, you teach them about the dangers of other people. But there's one thing they don't know the dangers about, and that's disease. Now, we may bathe them and help them wash their hands, but they can't protect themselves from diseases that are out there. That's why the first step in helping your children become safe is vaccination. Vaccination we can get done before our children are able to talk. We can get all kinds of vaccinations from year 1 to year 18 in childhood. You don't want to cause your own children pain. Every parent doesn't want to see their children in pain or see their brother or sister, niece or nephew in pain. And if you do not vaccinate your children, you could be the cause of that pain because they are not able to protect themselves. You have to be able to make that decision to protect them. According to Vaccine Basics, vaccines can prevent a wide variety of diseases. Without vaccinations, there's a high percentage of blindness, a high percentage of amputations, and a high percentage of death toll. Now that I've talked to you about some of the benefits of vaccinating our children, I would like to talk to you about some of the dangers. Dangers for our children. It's obvious that death is the biggest fear that we all have. But it's not only for our children, it's for other people's children. If we do not vaccinate ours, and when we send them to school and the diseases spread very quickly in a school environment, it could be someone else's kid that pays the effects. That could come to you saying, hey, because you didn't vaccinate your child, my child is now blind, my child is now ill, my child is now in the hospital, and you do not want to be the cause of another child's pain. According to the CDC, only 70% of children have a combination of one of the 7 major vaccinations. That's 70% may seem like a lot, but there's a lot of children in the world That means there's a lot of untreated children in the world that are capable of pushing the spread of disease a lot easier without being vaccinated. So this is a concern. We need to get our children vaccinated so we can protect not only our children but others. Now I'll kind of wrap up everything we've talked about. We talked about the history and the major events that have taken place. We talked about the Black Plague, and we talked about a recent one, H1N1 virus, and the major effects it still has in today's world. We talked about the benefits, stuff that we would do to protect our children starts from a very early age and starts with vaccinating our children. And we also talked about the dangers. Dangers can not only be for our children, but be for our neighbor's child, your cousin. Maybe it's just a relative that because you didn't vaccinate your child, the spread's quicker. So I'm calling to you guys to please vaccinate your children. Let's keep each other safe. Let's keep our children safe. If it's not for just you, do it for me, do it for your child. Thank you.